Have you ever thought about how much freedom you can enjoy when you live alone in your later years? For many seniors, the idea of living independently brings both a sense of peace and a chance to rediscover themselves. As you age, you may feel pressure to put your children's needs above your own. But the truth is that being the master of your own life can be one of the most empowering choices you make. In this video, we are exploring the comforts and real joys of living alone in old age, and why it is so important not to become a servant to your grown children. From finding a new sense of comfort to embracing your independence, each part of this journey is about building a happier, more fulfilling life on your terms. Stay with us until the end, because you will discover how 6 essential truths about living alone can boost your confidence, restore your energy, and help you see aging in a whole new light. Let's get started. Sign 1, the joy of absolute freedom and comfort. Living alone in your later years means finally experiencing a freedom that is both gentle and deeply satisfying. With no one else's schedule to follow, you wake up when you please, eat what you like, and arrange your day exactly the way you want. There is no pressure to rush out the door or to keep up with the demands of a busy household. Every choice is yours to make, from how you decorate your living room to what music plays in the background as you sip your morning coffee. This kind of comfort is not about being isolated or lonely. It is about enjoying the peace that comes when you are able to create an environment that truly reflects your tastes and your needs. Over the years, many older adults have spent their lives caring for others, putting family first and making sacrifices for their children. Now, with the house finally quiet, you can turn your attention inward and rediscover the little things that make you happy. Imagine someone like Barbara, who is 77 and spent decades raising a family and supporting her husband's career. After her children grew up and moved away, she worried at first about living alone. But what she found was a sense of serenity she had not known in years. She fills her home with her favorite books, cooks her favorite meals, and enjoys long walks in the park without feeling guilty about taking time for herself. Experts in aging and mental health often say that true comfort in old age comes from being able to control your surroundings and your routines. The ability to choose what you do, when you do it, and who you spend time with is a powerful gift. It leads to a greater sense of satisfaction, less stress, and even better sleep. The joy of living alone is about embracing your preferences without compromise. You decide whether to invite friends over, whether to travel or stay home, or whether to start a new hobby just for the fun of it. Your space becomes a reflection of your story, filled with memories and new dreams. As you lean into this freedom, you find that comfort is not a luxury reserved for a lucky few. It is the natural reward of a life well lived and choices well earned. Sign 2, protecting your independence and self-worth. One of the greatest gifts of living alone as you grow older is the ability to protect your independence and preserve your sense of self-worth. For many seniors, years of putting others first can leave you feeling as though your needs come second. But in this new chapter, you are reminded that your time, energy, and resources truly belong to you. Living independently helps you maintain important life skills, from managing your finances and keeping track of your health appointments to making your own daily decisions without interference. You are in charge of your routines, your privacy, and the boundaries that help you feel secure. This autonomy is not just practical. It is deeply tied to your confidence and emotional health. When you know you can handle the details of your own life, you naturally feel more capable and respected. Think about someone like Ronald, who is 82 and has always prided himself on taking care of his own affairs. He finds that living alone keeps his mind sharp and his spirit youthful. The sense of accomplishment he gets from running his own home and solving everyday problems reminds him that he still has so much to offer, both to himself and to the world around him. Experts often say that independence is one of the strongest predictors of happiness in old age. When you are free to make your own choices, you are less likely to feel taken for granted or overlooked. You are able to say no to unreasonable demands and yes, to the opportunities that make your heart sing. This does not mean you cut yourself off from family, but it does mean you honor your own worth and refuse to be defined solely by your role as a parent or a grandparent. By choosing to protect your independence, you set a powerful example for the next generation, showing your children and grandchildren that growing older does not mean giving up control. Instead, it means embracing a new stage of life, where your voice matters, your needs are valid, and your happiness is a priority. This is the true foundation for a rich and rewarding life in your senior years. If you're still watching this video, and finding these insights valuable? Please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign 3. Setting healthy boundaries with adult children. As you age, one of the most important acts of self-care is learning how to set healthy boundaries with your adult children. While it is natural to want to help your family and be a loving parent, there is a difference between supporting your children and sacrificing your own well-being for their comfort or convenience. Living alone allows you to practice this balance, reminding both you and your loved ones that your life is valuable and your needs deserve respect. Many seniors grew up believing that being a good parent means giving endlessly. But the truth is that healthy relationships require give and take, and your needs do not simply disappear once your children are grown. Setting boundaries is about teaching your family that your time is precious, and your energy is not limitless. It may mean politely declining constant requests for help or saying no to living arrangements that would disrupt your peace and independence. Consider someone like Helen, who is 81 and often felt pulled in every direction by her children's needs and expectations. After choosing to live on her own, she realized she could still be a loving mother and grandmother without losing herself in the process. She communicates openly with her family about what she can and cannot do, which has strengthened her relationships and deepened her sense of self-respect. Experts agree that boundaries are a key ingredient to lasting happiness and emotional health in later life. By clearly expressing your limits, you help prevent resentment, burnout, and the feeling of being taken for granted. Instead of feeling like a servant to your children, you step into your rightful role as the wise elder, one who offers guidance and love from a place of strength, not obligation. Healthy boundaries also encourage your adult children to grow, learn responsibility, and appreciate the support you do offer. This shift helps you enjoy your time together more fully without guilt or exhaustion. Living alone gives you the physical and emotional space to reflect on what you truly want and to advocate for yourself with confidence. The practice of setting boundaries is a lifelong lesson, but it becomes especially vital as you enter your golden years. You are not selfish for prioritizing your needs. You are simply honoring the life you have built and the person you have become. This is an act of courage, wisdom, and self-respect, one that paves the way for deeper, more authentic connections with those you love. Sign 4. Embracing new hobbies and rediscovering your passions. Living alone later in life opens up a world of possibilities for discovering what truly brings you joy. Without the daily demands of caregiving or managing a household for others, you have more time and space to focus on what excites you. Whether that is picking up a new hobby, returning to a long-lost interest, or exploring creative pursuits you never had time for before. Many older adults are surprised to find just how much satisfaction comes from filling their days with activities that are meaningful to them. This might mean joining a local book club, learning to paint, gardening, or even taking a dance class. The beauty of living alone is that you can experiment freely, trying new things on your own schedule without worrying about inconveniencing anyone else. Take someone like George, who is 79, and found a love for woodworking after decades of never having time for it. He transformed his garage into a small workshop and now spends hours creating pieces for himself and his friends. The pride and sense of accomplishment he feels from learning and mastering a skill in his own time is a source of daily happiness and motivation. Experts say that engaging in hobbies and passions not only fills your life with purpose, but also keeps your mind active and your spirit young. When you pursue what you love, you boost your emotional resilience, stave off loneliness, and strengthen your self-esteem. These activities are not just pastimes. They are essential ingredients for a fulfilling and independent life. Living alone allows you to set your own agenda and say yes to opportunities you might have missed before. You can attend community events, travel, or spend a quiet afternoon working on a puzzle. The point is, your days are yours to design, and you are free to chase whatever brings you happiness. There is a deep satisfaction in knowing you are living life on your terms, guided by your own curiosity and desire for growth. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Sign 5. Building meaningful social connections on your own terms. Choosing to live alone in your later years does not mean cutting yourself off from others. In fact, It can be the start of building more meaningful relationships entirely on your own terms. When you are not tied to the schedules or expectations of family, you are free to seek out connections that truly matter to you. This freedom lets you cultivate friendships with those who bring you joy, share your values, or spark your curiosity, rather than simply spending time with people out of duty or obligation. Seniors who embrace living alone often find themselves more open to joining community groups, volunteering, or reaching out to neighbors. You have the flexibility to say yes to invitations or to enjoy quiet time by yourself. Knowing that your social life is shaped by your own choices, the relationships you nurture become richer because they are based on mutual respect and genuine interest, not routine or family pressure. Consider someone like Nancy, who is 83 and joined a weekly walking club after moving into her own apartment. The group quickly became a source of laughter, companionship, and support, helping her feel connected and energized. Nancy discovered that by focusing on relationships outside her family, she gained a deeper appreciation for her independence and a renewed sense of belonging. Experts in aging well point out that having a diverse social circle can protect your mental and physical health, reduce loneliness, and give you the encouragement you need to pursue your goals. When you live alone, you are able to invest time and energy into the connections that lift you up and challenge you in positive ways. This approach makes every interaction feel more intentional and satisfying. The beauty of building social ties on your own terms is that you can be as involved as you want, when you want. You decide who gets your time and attention, and you are free to walk away from relationships that no longer serve you. Living alone puts you in the driver's seat, reminding you that the company you keep should be a source of comfort, inspiration, and growth. There is great power in knowing you are never truly alone, as long as you are open to forming new bonds. By building your own network, you create a support system that reflects your unique personality and life experiences, one that continues to enrich your days and sustain your independence. Sign 6, redefining family roles and reclaiming your life. One of the most profound realizations that comes from living alone in your later years is the opportunity to redefine your role within your family and reclaim your own life. For decades, many seniors pour their time, energy, and resources into raising children, supporting their ambitions, and being a dependable presence in their lives. While these acts of love create cherished memories, there comes a time when it is not only acceptable, but necessary to shift the focus back to yourself. Choosing to live alone helps you step out of patterns where you might have felt obligated to provide endless help, financial support, or constant emotional labor for your children and grandchildren. It is about recognizing that you have earned the right to rest, reflect, and pursue your own happiness without guilt. This is not about withdrawing love or turning your back on your family. It is about drawing healthy lines that allow everyone, including your children, to grow and thrive independently. Take the example of Samuel, who is 80 and spent much of his retirement managing his children's challenges. After deciding to prioritize his own needs and move into his own space, Samuel noticed a newfound sense of peace and self-respect. His relationships with his children became more balanced, built on mutual appreciation rather than unspoken expectation. Experts in family dynamics and senior well-being emphasize that redefining your role does not weaken family ties. Instead, it strengthens them. When you show your children and grandchildren that you value yourself, you teach them the importance of self-care, boundaries, and personal fulfillment at every age. This shift can inspire healthier relationships where everyone feels seen and valued for who they are, not just for what they do. Reclaiming your life also opens up space for joy, adventure, and self-discovery. You are free to travel, rest, or simply be present in your own quiet way, savoring the richness of each day. This renewed focus on your well-being is not selfish. It is an act of wisdom and self-love, honoring the journey that brought you here and the dreams that are still within reach. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Shibir. Final thoughts. As you reflect on the comforts and freedoms that come with living alone in your later years, remember that this stage of life is yours to define. Embracing independence, setting healthy boundaries, rediscovering old passions, building meaningful connections, and reclaiming your role within your family are all acts of courage and self-respect. You are not turning your back on your loved ones. Instead, You are honoring your journey and showing those around you that self-care is a lifelong commitment. Living alone does not mean being lonely. It means making choices that nourish your spirit and protect your well-being, while opening the door to new experiences and genuine happiness. You have given so much to others throughout your life. Now it is time to give yourself the same love and consideration, trusting that you are worthy of a rich, fulfilling life on your own terms. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.